Hey folks, welcome to the Rate Update with Dan Frio. I, of course, am Dan Frio. Today is May 5th, 2021. Don't go away. We're going to find out the economic news that came out today and the rest of the week and how that's playing an effect on rates. And then I'm going to debunk the Biden $15,000 first-time homebuyer thing. So don't play, don't play into the clickbaiting thing about that. And then one other thing about forbearance, but the main focus is on rates. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Okay, so a lot of times when people call in, they don't get a hold of me, but they speak to one of my mortgage advisors. The mortgage advisor will come by and say, hey, Dan, just say hi to this person. So I talked to several people today, and it was awesome. But a lot of people were saying, hey, Dan, you're not doing the opening bell anymore. So I didn't think there was that much of a following, but I guess a lot of people are learning about stocks, crypto, real estate, and bonds. So I'll start that up again tomorrow. I also try to condense my reports into just a fraction of what I normally used to do. But a lot of people are saying, Dan, okay, the rates are what the rates are. We can follow those by going to any website, but what's going on? And then also yesterday, I apologize, I ranted about my weekend, how so many people are reaching out to me for help, but then going with another company to lock in their rate. But then they continue to call me and say, Dan, can you help me with this and help me with that? I'm not trying to be rude, but let me put it this way. If you want just a burger, and you want it cheap and easy, and you hopefully there's not gonna be any issues, people would drive through Burger King, order a $1 burger, and move on. But you can't complain when the bun is soggy, and it takes a while to get the food, and it's cold by the time you get it, and all this other things, because you're just looking at the price, okay? What I want to do is I want to be able to give you one of the best rates in the market as well as fees, but give you the quality behind things. The programs, if you're using a broker or another lender, do they have all the programs available? Down payment assistance, we have probably 30 or 40 different variations of down payment assistance, helping those try to buy homes with little to no money down. Underwriting, we're a lender. We do it all in-house. So we have the ability to talk to our underwriters, run scenarios. The next thing is, so let's say all that. We have all the programs you need. How about rates? My rates are right in line. Okay, maybe I'm 0.1 higher. Maybe my costs are $500 more. But if you can get us on a Friday night when you need a revised approval to get that house bid to go through, try to call your bank at Friday at 9 o'clock and see if anybody answers. We will. Saturday, they countered on your offer. You finally, after 30 contracts, you finally got somebody that's going to accept your offer, but you need $5,000 more. You call the bank, nobody's there. You can't get a hold of anybody. You can get us. So when you put all that together, all the programs, assistance, all my loan officers has been in the business at least 15 years or more, plus we're accessible darn near 24/7. Why look anywhere else? So, but again, if you want the lowest rate possible in the whole country and the lowest fees are zero, I might not be your place, because we're trying to advise those people that really truly need our assistance, and that's what we're here for. So that rant is on. Let's go on. What happened with rates today? Why? And then I'm going to talk about a few things such as forbearance. There's a lot of CFPB complaints in regards to people in forbearance because they don't know what to do. They don't know what the next step. I keep telling you guys, call us for an exit strategy. So let's get to that in a second. But people follow me every day on what's going on with the mortgage rates. So this is what we follow. So let's go to this caption here. This is basically what's going on with mortgage rates. Okay. Oh, I just refreshed it. They're up 9. So what does 9 mean? 9 means the mortgage-backed security bond is up 9 ticks in price. So 9/30 seconds is how much it is up in price. Okay. How this works is the higher the price of the bond that goes, the higher the price goes that you pay for that bond, the lower the yield. I made an analogy yesterday, and I'll say it again today. Let's say you buy a bond that matures next year for $100. And today the price is $50. So you buy a bond that matures next year for $100, you pay $50 today. Next year you trade it in and you get $100 back. What's your rate of return at that low price? It's 100% because you doubled your money. Okay, so now that's again 100%. So the rate would be 100%, say. So now we drive up the price. So as the price goes up, the yield goes down, and here's how. So now I pay, at simplest terms, I'll pay $100 for that bond, that same bond, that next year I'll turn in my bond and get $100 back. I paid a higher price. What's my yield now? I paid 100 and I'm getting 100. Zero. So see how as you pay more for the bond, your yield goes down. There's an inverse relationship. So that's the best way I can explain it. I get a lot of questions in regards to that. So what we try to track, or what I track here on a daily basis is a few things. What's the trend right now? Well, the trend within the last couple weeks is great. Again, as this price goes up, rates come down. So look at the trend that we have right here. Okay, awesome. Okay, that's where it is. So now, what's this telling me? Should we have a reversal? Should, something happen? Well, great question. Let's dive into the technicals here and see what maybe brings us to the next level. So we have lines that go across here. These are called Fibonacci levels, and they create a ceiling right here and a floor that this bond should trade between in price. So as the price goes up, it hits this resistance level, it'll probably come back down, and so forth. You can do this with stocks, you can do it with weather even, and what's going on there. Okay, so this is starting to play, it's really starting to kind of validate itself, because look at all the times that we hit this Fibonacci level and we just stopped. Okay, we stopped and stopped and stopped. The great news today is we went over it and we closed over this Fibonacci level or higher. Okay, so that now creates, this is going to be our new floor. Okay, what's our new ceiling? Well, great question. So then we start looking at all these lines through here. This is the 25-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 100-day moving average. Okay, the only barrier that we have not come to yet or hit is the barrier right here of the 100-day moving average. So if everything keeps playing out and we stay above this, we now have, this is our ceiling right here, because that's where that 100-day moving average is, and this now was our Fibonacci ceiling, is now our floor. So we should trade in this range. The good news is, again, as we keep moving up, rates come down. So our next kind of barrier is going to be here, which is up, which is great, or right back down to this Fibonacci level, which is a tick down, which it's not going to change rates at all. So what this is basically telling me is we should get a reprieve or get some better rates in the next few days. Okay, so now we look at the economic calendar. What's that doing? And is there anything in the near future that should or could cause a hiccup in all of this? Well, today or tomorrow, we have initial jobless claims. I filtered this. This is Bloomberg Economic Calendar. You can filter it just for pertinent information or financial data that's coming out here soon. So tomorrow we have the initial jobless claims, which there's a consensus there should be about 540,000. I don't really think there's going to be any changes there. We might do a little bit better or a little bit worse than this, but I don't think we're going to have any catastrophic numbers that would cause any hiccups in mortgage rates. Okay, and then on Friday we have non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate. Okay, it's expected that the unemployment rate might dip down to about 5.6. Okay, what would that do to mortgage rates? Probably nothing. Okay, so I don't see anything in the economic calendar that would cause us to not follow this pattern. And again, if we follow this pattern, I'm sorry, all the junk on the screen is I see rates either stable right here or just a little bit better within the next couple days. Okay, so now just getting on to some news is CFPB. Basically, think of they're the police of the finance industry. Mortgage complaints have spiked. When you drill down into this, it's basically in regards to forbearance. Okay, if you're in a forbearance, you know what I'm talking about. And many people out there are in forbearance and they just kind of stuck their head in the sand. They're like, you know what, I'm not due for a payment to start my payments until June or April or July or October or whatever. Guys, don't wait until, let's say it ends the end of June. Don't wait to the end of June to start figuring out what your exit strategy means or is. And what I mean by that is what you're going to do or what your bank or lender or servicer is going to do or allow you to do. Okay, that's why I need you to just call me so you can ask all the questions you have so we can consult you on maybe you should refinance, maybe you should do nothing, but all the options that you have. Okay, the next thing is mortgage rates. Mortgage rates sideways near 2-month lows. Okay, and we just saw that in my analysis here. We're every day we keep getting a little bit better in rates. Okay, better and better and better. As this trend is from the end of March all the way to now, every day has been a little bit better and better and better. Okay, so now I want to debunk one thing, and then I'll move on to where rates are. The Biden's $15,000 first-time home buyer credit, and now they're saying, you know, it might be 25, or they might be doing something. Please, guys, don't fall for all the YouTube videos and everything saying, oh, the Biden first 15,000 first-time home. It's not here yet, guys. It's not here. I will post it the second that the Biden administration comes out and actually inks this thing. Will it happen? I don't know. But a lot of people are teasing people into, you know, viewing their videos, and there's nothing there. They just tell you, oh, well, there isn't anything, but there might be one coming. And they got your view, and they really didn't tell you any specific data. I promise you, when this comes out, I'll tell you what exactly it is and how it can affect you or help you and how it can help others. Okay, so that's that. So now mortgage rates. What's happening? I post this every day. This is mortgage lenders, not me, mortgage lenders throughout the whole country surveyed. Okay, and we post here the 30-year rates for conforming, jumbo, FHA, and VA. Now, guys, I have a lot of questions. Dan's, what's your 15-year? What's your 20-year? What's your ARM? What's this? What's that? Please, I'll give you my information at the end. I'll give you a phone number and email address. Get a hold of me, and I'll answer your specific question. But just it'll be unique to you. Okay, I can't. There's 50,000 different ways I can work interest rates or calculate interest rates, but I want to do it exactly for you and your information. Okay, but right now, 30-year conforming rate is 3.13. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tweak here. Mortgage rates trade or are established in eighths. Okay, eighths like 0.125, 0.25, 0.375. So I'm going to tell you what this rate is really. But what happens is when you survey, you know, say 50 different lenders, when you add it all up and divide it, it doesn't come out in eighths normally because there's the variance is there. But so let's go through and I'll explain this to you. 30-year conforming rate would be 3.125. Okay, the 30-year jumbo, probably 125 or 0.25. It depends on how they round it up. FHA 3.125. VA 2.75. Okay, what's the difference from yesterday or last week or last month? Great question. The 1-day delta, 7-day delta, 4-week delta. Delta means change. Okay, a basis point, when you read it here, 1 basis point in math is equivalent to 0.01. Okay, 2 basis points would be 0.02. Okay, so the 1-day delta is basically, you know, on the high end 0.02. So really nothing. Okay, there's no changes. 7-day, really no changes until we get to 0.125 or so. There's really not going to be any changes. When you go back a month, you're going to see it averages, and if you do the math like I did it over in this area, you have a 4-week delta kind of across the board of 0.125. Okay, so we're down about an eighth from where we were last month. Okay, so that's that data. So now you like what you see and you're like, okay, now what? Now I need a mortgage. I'm building a house, buying a house. My lender won't lock me in. My lender is charging me a ton of fees and I just realized it. I really want you to look at my situation. So what I ask you to do, so you're in the mortgage process right now, send me a copy of your loan estimate that your mortgage provider gave you. I might be able to beat it, I might not be able to beat it, but get a second opinion. If you're buying a house, you need a pre-approval. Our system is awesome. I'm going to show you how to go into our mobile app here in a second. You could basically do everything in the palm of your hand. And eventually we're going to have you be able to pull your credit and do everything, even lock in your rate right here. But for the time being, we're not in beta stage. We're a little bit above beta, but you can actually apply online. I'll run your credit and run your loan and get it approved, and then you follow that approval all the way to the day you closing. If you need assistance, you can text us from there. You can email us from there. If you're buying a house and we pre-approval, we give you a pre-approval. Let's say we pre-approve you at $300,000, but you want to place an offer this weekend at only $250. That's all they're asking for. You can go into your app and change your pre-approval from $300 to $250 because you don't want them to know you're pre-approved for $300 when you're only going to offer $250. So there is a ton of data we can give you right here. The best thing is we're consultants. So think of you're getting probably the same rate you're getting anywhere else, but you have a personalized consultant that you can get a hold of almost 24/7. So all I ask you to do is please give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe down below, hit the bell so every time I post a video you get an alert. But how do you get a hold of us? What do you need to do next? Well, you go over here and you click right here and go to YouTube, The Rate Update with Dan Frio. You're gonna see over 800 videos, and we're closing in on 14,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys for all that success. But if you wanna reach out to us, here's that mobile app. Click right here, and you're gonna be able to do everything right there. Okay, what'll happen is we'll get the application, it'll go right in our computer system, 100% secure. We'll get an alert, we'll get a hold of you, we'll review your mortgage application, and then we'll get a hold of you. So please don't forget to answer the phone or a text or our emails so we can work with you directly. But if you want to call, you can go down here and call 844-775-LOAN. That's 844-775-LOAN. Now, if you're working or you just can't talk during the day and you get home at night and you're like, I'm having a tough time getting you guys, well, what to do? Well, you can go to just scroll up a little bit from the bottom, and there's going to show you a calendar. Okay, you'll be able to click into the calendar, a 15, 30, or 60-minute consultation. You pick the day and the time that you want, and it'll notify me and you and put it on our calendars, and then we'll get in touch with you either by Skype, Zoom, or by phone call. Okay, so that's the best way to do all of that. And then there's a whole bunch of tools right up through here if you need to, like mortgage calculators and anything else. But we offer refinances, purchase, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbos, adjustable rates, fixed rates, anything out there, we basically have it if it's pertaining to a residential mortgage. So that is it for today, guys. I just want to say God bless, happy Cinco de Mayo. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.